Put it down!
Hey adrenaline junkies, welcome to Police Chase. Today we're kicking off a brand new series, When People Messed with the Wrong Cops, where every dumb move instantly triggers justice mode. Alright, let's dive in.
I'll do it.
Put it down!
Manhattan, New York, April 11th, 2026, just before 9:40 a.m. On the mezzanine level above subway lines 4, 5, 6, and 7, detectives Ryan Giuffre and Anthony Mineta were alerted by a breathless citizen. A man on the train was brandishing a machete.
Put it down! 412 Central, 412 Central.
They acted swiftly. Near the stairs, a wounded victim appeared, then the suspect, Anthony Griffin, 44, climbing up with a machete in his right hand. Commands rang out repeatedly. Griffin ignored them, turned, and went down the platform.
Northbound, the platform, the 7th train platform. Male with a knife, male with a knife. Get down! Get down!
The detectives followed, closing the distance, repeating the commands. Griffin yelled, pacing erratically, advancing, retreating, his weapon still raised.
No! Put it down! Put it down! Put it down, please! Sir! Put it down! Put it down! Put it down!
Then things changed. He advanced, the blade raised, pointed at Giuffre. In that split second, Giuffre fired 2 shots. Griffin fell. He was apprehended and taken to NYC Health Plus Hospital/Bellevue, where he was pronounced dead. The aftermath of the incident highlighted the level of violence that led to the encounter. Griffin used a knife to stab 3 civilians, leaving them critically injured.
Shots fired, Central.
Anaheim, California. On September 15th, 2025, around 12:10 p.m., Anaheim police received a call about a suspicious man in the 1100 block of North Columbine Street. The caller said the man, who seemed to be a transient under the influence, was holding a brick. About 30 minutes later, staff at John Marshall Elementary School reported the same man now carrying a broken shovel and wandering in the street near the school. Martinez suddenly charged, striking the patrol car several times before advancing toward the officer with the weapon raised. The officer fired, and though medical aid was quickly rendered, Martinez was later pronounced dead at the hospital. This incident raises a difficult question. Was the immediate use of deadly force truly necessary? The suspect had not harmed anyone at that point, which leads to debate over whether the situation could have been resolved through arrest rather than lethal action. Fayette County, Georgia, March 11th, 2024. A morning carjacking set the stage for a tense encounter. Deputies spotted the stolen silver Honda Civic at Highway 85 South and Stonewall Avenue, with investigator Fisher calling it in as units moved to set up a felony stop.
Behind the hood.
Right on, Rama. Just going right.
But the driver bolted. A short pursuit erupted, led by Sergeant Aiken as the Civic tore through the roadway, striking signs, clipping mailboxes, and colliding with another car.
Passing Hopeton Terrace. Someone stay at the entrance. I'm just going to try to come back around. $10.50 at the end of the street. Going through yard, coming back out. $10.50.
Then, suddenly it stopped. The driver jumped out, armed. For a split second, tension peaked. Surrounded, he hesitated, then surrendered. He was taken into custody without further violence. Charges followed: receiving stolen property, fleeing, firearm possession during a felony, and possession of a firearm by a minor. Then came the shock. The suspect was just 14 years old, already facing additional charges in DeKalb County, ending a chaotic pursuit that could have turned far worse. August 19th, 2022, Highway 77, Cameron County, Texas. A coordinated operation between Texas Department of Public Safety and partner agencies turned into a high-speed chase. The target, a suspected drug trafficker in a silver Toyota Corolla.
3 out of 607. I'm meets 80 with silver in color. Passenger car, Texas plates, Robert Paul Charles.
He's having issues steering, guys. Just a heads up. We're behind him.
West of 1732.
That one.
3 IMO 33 on 607A. Be advised, BP is saying that vehicles took one of their units.
Yeah, it's M4. He did strike one of them. We're still going to be one.
Yeah, it's M4. He did strike one of them. We're still going to be
westbound right now.
Vehicle approaching 1577, still westbound military. 3 out of 605, what's going on? I want to be setting up on 2520 and 21.
Still westbound.
The line, see they go this way.
21 past 15 seconds.
The driver ran flat out. The sedan weaved through traffic, cut onto the shoulder, even bounced across roadside grass, anything to escape. But the car began to fail. Damage mounted, smoke poured from the front wheels, tires shredded, speed collapsing as control slipped.
Correction, 732.
Our vehicle continuing southbound on US 77, Furnish Road, approaching Willow Road.
After tearing through roads and intersections, it ended abruptly. The Corolla drifted to the shoulder and stopped. Within seconds, units swarmed from all sides. Overhead, a helicopter tracked it. Troopers and Border Patrol agents advanced, weapons ready, pulling the suspect out and subduing him on the roadway.
Vehicles pulling over. Pulling over.
Appreciate one-way vehicles pulling over.
Then came the discovery. In the trunk and rear seat, bundles wrapped in white tape, 10 packages, about 240 pounds of marijuana. Charges followed, evading arrest by vehicle and possession, ending a desperate run that failed under pressure.
Stand reaching out for something at the break.
Don't do it. Or this morning.
Greenville, South Carolina. On November 23, 2024, at around 2:18 a.m., the Greenville County Communications Center received a 911 call from a woman threatening to do something stupid at 6 Kmart Plaza. Deputies arrived shortly after and encountered 21-year-old Daziana Lewis in the parking lot.
Do you need EMS for anything? I see.
They attempted to speak with her and offer help when Lewis suddenly pulled a knife from her pocket, raised it aggressively, and moved toward the deputies. One deputy drew his firearm and gave verbal commands, while another attempted to use a taser, which proved ineffective.
It's right across from the Family Dollar, right? Is that what that is? Family Dollar, Dollar and General, something like that. Yeah. So everybody's.
As the situation escalated, deputies continued giving commands and retrieved a beanbag shotgun as another less lethal option. Despite their repeated efforts to de-escalate the situation, Lewis refused to comply. After a tense standoff, deputies continued trying to negotiate, urging her to surrender peacefully.
Daisy, I don't want to hurt you. Drop the knife. I got it. Daisy, don't go towards him. Nope, don't do it. Drop it. There's not a whole lot we can do for you.
Daisy, I think you called because you know you want to do the right thing.
Moments later, Lewis raised her knife once again and advanced toward the deputies in a threatening manner. In response, deputies fired their weapons, striking her. Officers immediately rendered medical aid until EMS arrived, but Lewis was later pronounced dead at the hospital. The knife was recovered and entered into evidence by the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division. On Highway 430 in River County, Arkansas State Police began pursuing a driver after the vehicle recklessly entered the wrong side of the road, nearly causing a head-on collision. Officers immediately turned around and initiated a pursuit. The chase continued along the highway as the suspect repeatedly ignored commands to stop, forcing officers to end the pursuit with a precision immobilization technique, PIT, to safely disable the vehicle.
Stop the fucking car! Get out!
Yes, sir.
After the vehicle came to a stop, the driver, later identified as Elizabeth, attempted to flee on foot but was quickly caught. Officers ordered her to the ground before taking her into custody without further incident. Elizabeth was arrested and transported for processing on charges related to reckless driving and attempting to evade police. This case is a reminder that fleeing from law enforcement only creates greater danger for innocent drivers. A few seconds of poor judgment can have lifelong consequences for the suspect and everyone sharing the road. On June 15, 2026, around 8:22 a.m., an Arkansas state trooper attempted to stop a red Chevrolet Corvette on Interstate 55 after discovering its registration had expired. Instead of pulling over, the driver suddenly accelerated, reaching speeds of up to 156 miles per hour and leading officers across the Arkansas-Missouri state line. Missouri State Highway Patrol successfully deployed spike strips, deflating the Corvette's left side tires. Despite the damage, the driver continued fleeing until exiting the interstate, where an attempted tactical vehicle intervention disabled both the Corvette and the patrol vehicle.
You better show me your fucking hands! Get on the fucking ground! Get on the fucking ground! Get on the fucking ground! You think I'm fucking around?
The driver, later identified as Jaden Smith, jumped out carrying a backpack and ran through a nearby field. After a short foot pursuit, he surrendered and was taken into custody. Officers later recovered multiple vehicle key fobs, suspected marijuana, and heard Smith remark that he wasn't worried about losing the Corvette because he could simply buy another one.
You're a fucking dumbass, you know that? Get the fuck up.
Fortunately, no innocent motorists were injured despite the extreme speeds. This case is a reminder that driving at more than 150 miles per hour turns every passing vehicle into a potential tragedy. No sports car is worth risking innocent lives, and no one outruns the consequences of reckless decisions.
Traveling on the
Montezuma County, Colorado, on April 8, 2026 at approximately 11 a.m., Colorado State Highway Patrol officers spotted a pickup truck driving the wrong way on the shoulder of Highway 160 near Cortez.
almost went head on with the vehicle. Can you see if we have any deputies to head my way?
Alright, copy. Do you want 33?
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and take the channel.
As the officers intervened, the danger escalated. The truck refused to stop. It accelerated forward, swerving erratically between the shoulder and the opposite lanes at high speed.
And they almost went head on. I don't know how much longer we want to let this go. Five out of 11 speeds are at 65, 60 to 65. We're slowing down now. And we're approaching construction zone.
Same time if you can tell me for the construction zone, break. Montrose Command 15, get that 600 and on the radio.
Flashlights and sirens blared. Commands were repeated, but the driver continued to drive, at times nearly causing a head-on collision and putting all other drivers at risk.
I just attempted TVI. I missed. I'm going to reattempt.
Ahead, the risk increased. A construction site, speed limit, workers on duty. Time was running out. The officer made a decision. The first tactical attempt failed. The truck was still moving. Then, a second decisive maneuver, and it succeeded.
Put your hands in the air. Get down on your knee. Walk your hands out in front of you and lay on your stomach.
The pickup truck was forced to stop. The driver, an 81-year-old man, got out of the vehicle and started shouting repeatedly and was arrested without further incident.
Cross your ankles.
Texarkana, Arkansas, October 2nd, 2024, about 5:30 p.m. What began as a rapid response became a high-speed chase. Arkansas State Police and Texarkana officers tracked a stolen vehicle near Garland and Jefferson. Minutes later, the suspect was spotted heading north, then speeding onto Interstate 30. The chase surged east at nearly 95 miles per hour. Traffic tightened, tension rose. Near the I-30/I-49 interchange, the suspect made a reckless move, cutting into the median to pass. It went wrong instantly. The vehicle lost control, flipped violently, and landed upside down.
Left inside shoulder. They're about to wreck out right here. Looks like, yep, they're wrecking out in the median.
Troopers moved in. The driver, a 17-year-old from Texarkana, was pulled from the wreck and arrested after medical treatment, already out on a $250,000 bond for a 2023 murder case. He now faces new felony charges, vehicle theft, and fleeing. The judge revoked the prior bond and set another $250,000, ending a crash that carried far greater consequences. On June 9th, 2023, at approximately 9:53 p.m., officers patrolling Liberty Parkway in Chatham County spotted a gray Ford Escape speeding at 54 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour speed zone and swerving across the center line. The suspect drove recklessly, dangerously overtaking other vehicles, running red lights, and speeding through residential streets before entering Interstate 516 at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour. The driver continued to perform aggressive maneuvers, forcing other vehicles to swerve and posing a serious threat to public safety.
Get him! Get him! Try and get him before he gets back to the interstate. Right here, get him! Get him! Get out! Get out! Wait, there's a car right behind us! Bring it! Overturn! 1050! 1050!
To stop the pursuit, officers attempted a pit maneuver on the eastbound, the 516 freeway. A second attempt caused the SUV to spin, swerve into the curb, and flip over onto the median.
Stop!
Officers approached the scene armed and found the driver, Yolanda Irvine, unconscious inside the vehicle. Upon regaining consciousness, she showed clear signs of intoxication and refused a blood test. Irvine was taken to Candler Hospital for treatment before being transferred to the Chatham County Detention Center. Arkansas police pursued a silver Mazda for an expired license plate. Instead of complying, the driver recklessly sped away, triggering a dramatic chase on AR 27 South.
Speed's 46 miles an hour. Over the center line and down the country road.
Traveling at over 145 kilometers per hour through dusty terrain. Sergeant Summit persistently pursued the vehicle and executed a dangerous pit maneuver, forcing the car to crash into a wooden fence along the roadside. Police immediately moved in, pulled the driver out of the car, and made the arrest. Despite the suspect's repeated cries for help, authorities quickly secured the scene, bringing the incident to a safe conclusion. On April 15, 2023, the Florida Highway Patrol, FHP, assisted another agency in locating a suspected smuggling vehicle in the Brevard area. Around 3:13 p.m., a traffic officer spotted a black Hyundai speeding at 80 miles per hour in a 70 miles per hour zone and attempted to stop it. Instead of stopping, the driver sped away, weaving through traffic and even using the emergency lane.
Yeah, we're gonna blast them in here. They got nowhere to go, bro. Nowhere to go.
Multiple FHP units and the Brevard County Sheriff's Office joined the pursuit, coordinating to subdue the vehicle as it sped through traffic. Eventually, officers surrounded the Hyundai, causing it to lose control and crash into a concrete median, coming to a stop in a cloud of smoke.
They're about to lose him. Get him, get him.
Officers quickly surrounded the vehicle and ordered its occupants to surrender. The driver, Adam Justin Crosby, was pulled from his vehicle and handcuffed. He was subsequently detained at Brevard County Jail on charges including drug possession, possession of drug paraphernalia, driving while suspended, reckless driving, and fleeing from law enforcement.
I got this. Watch the money. Watch the money.
This highlights the dangers the vehicles pose to innocent civilians and the professional coordination of Florida police in preventing dangerous drug-related crimes. Fayette County, Georgia. On January 21st, 2026, the Fayette County Sheriff's Office addressed a road closure tied to a serious crash and released dashcam footage after confirming details of a stolen vehicle reported out of Newnan. Around 2:45 p.m., Lieutenant Akeen and Deputy Nelson spotted the red SUV near Brooks Woolsey Road and Antioch Road. The driver refused to stop, leading to a pursuit exceeding 115 miles per hour.
1850 radio rollover.
As units prepared to terminate the chase, the SUV rolled over near the Highway 85 connector. The 17-year-old driver, reported missing, suffered no major injuries and faces multiple charges.
Driver, hands up! Watch the right side.
Table. Ginger cake, landing, tonight,
Dash cam footage captured a dramatic Miami-Dade police chase on May 9th, ending with 27-year-old Melina Logan leaping into a lake to avoid capture. Logan had arrived at Honda of South Miami for a test drive, but instead stole a new Honda Civic. When police tried to stop her, she sped southbound on the Palmetto Expressway at 90 miles per hour, weaving through traffic.
Hey, we're still southbound. It's approaching 2 miles. She's still going southbound. Therefore, you advise she's still going forward the vehicle?
Motor was in the 4. She's trapped inside the car.
The chase ended near the Northwest 25th Street off-ramp when Logan crashed into several vehicles, disabling her car against a concrete wall. She then climbed a ledge and jumped into a nearby lake to escape.
Advise short fire.
Officers tossed ropes to assist, but Logan refused help, forcing several officers to jump in after her. During the struggle, she scratched one officer and briefly submerged another. Eventually, she was pulled from the water and taken into custody. Logan faces charges of grand theft auto, battery on law enforcement, and fleeing police. One person injured in the crash was hospitalized. Fleeing across state lines might sound like something out of a video game, but for the driver of a Chevrolet Malibu, it quickly became a costly real-life mistake. The chase began on Interstate 10 in Escambia County, Florida, after the Alabama Highway Patrol alerted Florida authorities about a speeding car crossing state borders. The driver likely thought changing states would shake law enforcement, but they were wrong. As the pursuit escalated, officers skillfully executed a flawless pit maneuver, forcing the vehicle to a screeching halt. A perfect pitch is like landing a striking bowling, except this time it's the suspect's pride that hits the pavement.
Was it successful?
Pretty proud of myself. That was the most fun I've ever fucking had.
Fortunately, no one was injured during the chase, and the driver was swiftly taken into custody. Now facing charges for fleeing and eluding in both Alabama and Florida, along with multiple traffic violations, this incident serves as a clear warning. Mixing reckless behavior with overconfidence and adrenaline rarely ends well. The chase unfolded in torrential rain, with a drunk driver refusing to stop. The car sped dangerously fast, turning the slippery roads into a serious hazard for everyone around.
Adam 41.
Arkansas 102, Zebra X-Ray William, 102, Zebra X-Ray William. Gonna be a black Toyota passenger car taking exit 128, 43 South.
As the pursuit continued, the vehicle swerved erratically through traffic, skidding across lanes while officers struggled with poor visibility and worsening weather conditions. The risk to the public increased with each passing second.
1052 on a blue Toyota Camry. It expires April of 23 out of Alexander.
41 Little Rock, we're still rolling.
Airport.
1037.
With no safer option left, the police executed a precise ramming maneuver. The impact sent the car spinning, forcing it to a halt and ending the tense chase.
Running towards
On August 18, 2025, at approximately 1 a.m. in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, a police officer observed a vehicle making a turn without signaling near Highland Drive.
Charles B. Nora, 882, just past 19th Street, speed about 50. No traffic. Wait,
Charge 72, near along West Street.
Okay, he's taking back off. Trying TVI, we're westbound on 20.
The driver, Donald Ray, 62, refused to stop and sped away. A pursuit began, with Ray speeding through residential neighborhoods, running stop signs, and even driving through yards and sidewalks in a desperate attempt to escape.
Number 30. Air 1.
The chase ended when Ray's vehicle crashed into a fence behind a credit union. When police approached, a woman in the vehicle said she was coerced into participating in the incident. Officers found methamphetamine in Ray's pocket, but no gun was found.
Driver, get out of the car! Driver, get out of the car! Get out of the car! Passenger, stay in the car! Driver, out of the car! Out of the car, hands up! Walk backwards towards that side of my car, now! Turn around and walk backwards! Walk backwards!
Ray now faces multiple charges, including reckless driving, drug possession, and endangering another person. This incident added another chapter to his long criminal record, showing that lawless behavior ultimately leads to a worse outcome, endangering both himself and those around him. On July 4th, 2025, around 8:42 p.m., Springdale police initiated a pursuit of a silver Nissan Altima with Arkansas plates near Dodd Road.
We're southbound.
Responding units joined from I-49 and picked up the chase on Old Wire Road, becoming the third unit as the vehicle fled northbound. The pursuit wound through several routes, including a dusty gravel section that reduced visibility. Amid heavy holiday traffic, the suspect drove aggressively, weaving at high speed and endangering others. Officers eventually moved ahead and executed a successful stop near West Gillian Avenue.
You dumb motherfucker! You're gonna kill a lot of people!
The driver briefly halted, but then fled again in the wrong direction. Officers quickly intervened and brought the vehicle under control. Emerson Castellano Diaz was taken into custody, and a firearm was recovered from inside the car. On August 19th, 2024, around 1:45 p.m., a Clayton County Sheriff's deputy received information about a black Dodge Scat Pack with a fake Texas temporary tag that had previously fled from South Fulton police. The deputy located the vehicle on Bethsaida Road, and as soon as he turned to verify the tag, the driver immediately sped away.
Alright, I pitted it, we boxed it in, he got out. The back tire's done for. We're chasing it 138 towards Union City. Come up and hold down, I'm about to pit again.
Okay, we're going west on 138. I'm going 138 going to.
The suspect fled along Highway 314, driving recklessly, passing cars on double yellow lines and exceeding 100 miles per hour.
I'm going west, 138.
After the chase continued on to Highway 138, and old National Highway deputies used to pit maneuvers, with the second forcing the vehicle into a ditch. The driver, later identified as Marquez Milner, fled into nearby woods, but deputies pursued him through thick brush and captured him after a brief struggle. A search of the vehicle revealed a strong odor of marijuana and a black Glock handgun. Further inspection showed the vehicle's VIN had been altered, and the car was confirmed stolen from Georgia Tech police. Milner was taken to Southern Regional Hospital for clearance before being booked into the Clayton County Jail.
Tase him! Tase him! Tase him! Blackmail, we got him, we got him. Put your fucking hands on your back! Alright, we need units. We need units. This ain't South Fulton! I know.
Click over to the next video and see how quickly things can spiral out of control. Appreciate you being here. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already.
Nah, bro. I just wanted to go home with my son, bro.
I got him on that lane change. Whichever you want to do, it's fine. Whichever one you want to do. Whichever way you want to go. I'm following you. I don't know why you go to the left, but whatever.
On February 7th, 2022, a traffic officer spotted a Chevrolet Malibu traveling at 91 miles per hour in a 70 miles per hour speed limit zone on southbound US 85 near Buford Drive.
I don't know, Triple Marshall with the Georgia State Patrol. When you made that lane change up from behind that Mustang, 93. Yep. You got driver's license on you? You ride around with no lights on you. I don't know who did it, and you going 93 miles per hour. I don't know. Yeah, you are. You were definitely flying.
That's crazy, because he was going faster than me. That's crazy.
You passed him?
I went past him.
That's
I was right behind him.
When you change lane and you sped up, you passed him.
I never passed him, sir.
Got you. What's your driver's license number?
I don't know about art.
What's your full name, date of birth? You have a license out of Georgia?
Yeah.
The driver, later identified as Corianna Lewis, initially stopped but provided false identification that didn't match records and refused to correct it.
I ain't gonna make you stand outside.
Supervisor approached, she suddenly sped away, narrowly avoiding another vehicle and triggering a chase. Lewis drove recklessly at over 130 miles per hour, weaving between vehicles, using the shoulder, and continuing onto Sugarloaf Parkway. Ignoring red lights, she sped through the intersection and continued driving aggressively through heavy traffic, eventually turning onto Old Peachtree Road. Near Cross Point Way, Lewis attempted a sudden U-turn, but the officer blocked her path and used his patrol car to force the Malibu onto the sidewalk, damaging the vehicle and jamming the driver's side door.
Get out of the car! Get out! Get out! Get out of the car!
She was arrested at the scene, received first aid from paramedics, and was transported to a local hospital before being detained at the Gwinnett County Jail. A dangerous high-speed pursuit unfolded along I-95 near St. Augustine, where a black SUV fled from law enforcement at extreme speeds, at times reaching 125 miles per hour. Despite traffic on the highway, the driver showed no regard for safety, aggressively weaving through tight gaps between cars and large trucks, and even using the right-hand emergency lane to overtake vehicles. Each maneuver increased the risk of a catastrophic collision as the SUV pushed the limits of control. The chase ended abruptly when the suspect attempted to squeeze between two large vehicles at high speed but lost control. The SUV slammed into a truck and flipped violently into a grassy ditch alongside the highway. Within moments, officers closed in on the crash site, quickly securing the scene. The driver, a young black male, was removed from the wreckage, placed in handcuffs, and taken into custody, bringing the dangerous pursuit to a controlled end.